So I used some of this engine degreaser cleaner. Put it on here a little bit, and just make sure you're doing it in a well ventilated area. See, as this is very strong odor on it, so you don't want to start coughing or anything like that, and people are going to start panicking and stuff. So I also got a bucket ready with some Dawn dish soap. If you see, I took the seals off. Just took a screwdriver, just popped them out. With the new ones, you gotta kind of like force them back in. They're kind of like a little hard plastic. You just gotta push it in. They said don't do it with something too hard or whatever. Just be with some what do you call this? Tough love. If you get the meaning. Do it hard but not too hard, where it will damage it. So we're gonna wash this here, clean it up, and then I'll show you guys the end product of this, how it looks. All right, I went ahead and cleaned it as best as I could. Cleaned the other side too. Just used, like I said, like some regular degreaser and Dawn dish soap. Man, it's hot out here. It's like 90 degrees in Maryland in July. So yeah, so I put the new seal gasket on there. Very easy, doesn't need any pressure or anything like that, but it will pressure when you torque the screws down and everything like that. One thing I wanted to mention is that I think, let me see here, the socket you're gonna need for this is number 10. It's a miracle, but yes, I did find it. I did have it. I do have a couple of them, and that's pretty much all you need. And what I did on top of it, I pretty much put it on top of the cover here. Put it in order that they go in the engine. So this one should be somewhere up here. They go on top of the cover, so make sure they use the right one again. And since this look a little beat up, I might add some put some gaskets on there to seal it again. But I mean, that's just to keep the piece down, so it should be fine. But anyway, so I covered it up too. I covered this pick section up. I don't want any trash to go in the engine or any piece of metal or any particles or anything like that. You know the deal. Oh, and I take it back. These little seals are actually the ones that go in here. So we're good in that part. So good. It's a very complete kit. So we had that there. These are going to be the seals for the tubes. Pop one out. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. Typical YouTube kind of videos. You use your phone, and spur of the moment you decide to do that. So this is the seal. We're gonna put it in there. This is gonna go down, and that'll solve the problem. Hopefully, you gotta suck up the oil out of there. Maybe, I don't know. Take out the spark plugs and kind of like probably blow some air in it or suck it up or something like that. But we'll see what we do. All right, we got the seals in, and basically, all I have to do is push it down really hard. If you don't have baby hands or girly hands, it should be fine. We're just pushing it down until the bottom's up. On all of them, they really don't require that much force. Like I've seen a video, apparently they're professional mechanics. They said like use a big socket that measures this circumference of this seal, and then hit it with a mallet. I don't think it's necessary. So yeah, so push this down, and at the end, what I did is just like use the this hammer here, but I used the wooden part, kind of push it down until I felt the bottom up, very gently, you know, and that did the deal. We're almost done, hopefully. All right, we went ahead and replaced the little gaskets with a little metal cover. It's got this little notch up here. I don't know what you call it, but it's kind of like a holder ring. I don't know if you can see it clear. Basically, this rubber piece, all you got to do is pull the other one out like this. It's just rubber. Just gotta kind of like gently pull it out, and it will go right around it, and then push the other one in with a little what's it called, little persuasion on it. Just push it in a little bit and it'll go right in. So I replace all this little gaskets with the covers for the top, replace the seals, all three of them, cleaned it up as much as we could, put the big seal up here, and now I just gotta get some sandpaper and just kind of like clean this up a little bit, and then we put everything back together. All right, we're good to go. I went ahead and used a little rag, wet it with the engine degreaser, and just kind of clean the surface where the gasket is gonna contact, and also use like really fine sandpaper to clean the outer part of the tubes. This right here, and this is the one that was the messiest one, so I cleaned that one up. That's the one that was shooting the most oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to suck up the most oil as I can, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I got the cover back on, and it kind of like when you have a series of screws around, I usually kind of like alternate, go from here to here to here to here, kind of like a star pattern, and snug them in. Remember, the block is made out of aluminum or aluminium, like they call it in Europe or whatever. You don't want to torque it too tight. All I did was snug it a little bit by hand. I didn't look at the torque specs or anything like that. You're more than welcome to do that and check the torque specs. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna secure this up here, and we have the 2 screws that go in there. Actually actually 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's all we got there, and we should be good to go. Actually, I need to correct myself. There's 2 screws to hold the brace for the harness for these plugs, and this right here are for the coils that secure onto this, and they go in there. And actually, no, I'm all over the place. This is where the coils secure. This is for the actual plastic cover that goes on top of it. So shoot me if I was wrong. All right, we got the coilovers back in there. You put them in, kind of like I took them out, put them in the order they were installed before, and then put them back in. Connected this, connected the plugs on it, make sure they're nice and secure, and then put in the screw, snug them in, make sure they're nice and secure. This is nice and secure. Now we're gonna put this back in here. There you go. Use a little clamp or pliers to put this in place. We're gonna connect the sensors to the harness, and then we should be in business. All right, we got that in place. See it closer. Harness is connected. One here, one there for the sensors. The plugs are connected. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the battery connection, the negative connection back. Where's my 10mm? We should be good to go. And because they always recommend to disconnect the battery whenever you work with sensors and electronics. That way, kind of like allows the computer to reset itself, and hopefully we don't have any more. Check engine light, and everything is good to go, at least for now. Got a lot of work I had to do in this car. It already has over 200,000 miles. It's 2008. It's pretty old, and my father-in-law had it since brand new. I sold it to him when I used to work at Honda a long time ago. I'm not this is kind of like an informative video. I'm not a mechanic. Let's put that out there. I just do what I can, do research. Everybody tells me I'm good with my hands and working on things that come apart and kind of like putting together. Working on cars, motorcycles. But then again, if anybody needs any help, I'm in the Frederick, Maryland area. If anybody needs any help with brakes, small mechanic parts and things like that, or any replacements, just hit me up and might be able to help you out, save you some money. All right, I think we're done. We're gonna go ahead and fire it up and see what happens. All right, we just turned it on, turn the radio off, turn the volume down. I don't like that. So we had 203,000 miles. See what happens. We might see it's a little bit of shaking in the car. That's normal because it's got oil in the combustion chamber. So hopefully the smoke is gonna burn out quick. Let's go see. Oh, it's not too bad. So should be good. Oh. Jumping on the garden here. Crap, almost fell. So yeah, this should be good. Now we should We'll just put the cover back on and we'll be done. Hopefully this video helps someone out there who's trying to do their own thing, trying to keep yourself busy. It doesn't hurt to get some grease on your hands when you're working on your own car. Just make sure you do it right. Inform yourself, make sure that everything is good to go. Oh, we almost forgot one thing. Almost forgot to put the disc thing in it. So, well, hopefully, like I said, it helps somebody out there. This is an informative video. Again, I'm not a professional mechanic. I just do my research, do the things I can do. If I can't do it, I don't do it. I'll take it to somebody who's a professional. But there it is. Hope you guys like it. And again, just like my last video, if you guys like it, you can give it a thumbs up if you like. If you don't, really don't care. If you don't like my video, you can kiss my ass.